7 of the NFL. And we've got the Seahawks leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
2nd and 13. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Their first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They felt they had the advantage. They felt they had the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback. On 1st and 10, Stevenson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. Stevenson repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Back to throw again. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Off the play fake. Stevenson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Down to about the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. And Walker has it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Stevenson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This is a quick incompletion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Pierce now up the middle. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will hold at 15.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
On first down, Stevenson. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevenson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 18 yards. First down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Stevenson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to throw. Stevenson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
To throw on second down. Stevenson. Oh, he still makes the catch even though it was tipped at the line. There at a first down. Back to throw. Stevenson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Stevenson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A great play there. 41 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finds his man is John Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets the dump off to Pierce. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And quickly, they get to the line. Goes right back to Smith again. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Stevenson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On fourth down, Stevenson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's yet another.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine.